What's up, you guys? We're back at the shop. Today we got a new segment for you guys. It's going to be the card market, TCG card market. I'm going to be the market man, and I'm going to be here to inform you guys on the current state of the market, the future state of the market, and cards that I feel like you guys should pick up. That's going to, be most cost effective for you guys, so you don't have to be too much out of pocket. And hopefully I can, get those prices and future predictions correctly for you guys. So let's dive into this. All right, you guys, so to start off on this video, we're going to touch on Ghosts in the Past because it's the biggest release of this Yu-Gi-Oh semester, this Yu-Gi-Oh season, if you want to call it. So let's dive into it. So this is going to be Ghosts in the Past 1. So if my trusty assistant can, please scroll. So he's, the producer is going to be my assistant for this video. He's going to scroll down from the high to low. So I put the setting on the TG player here. It says where it says sort products by high to low, so I can show you guys the highest price cards and then see what cards aren't, the highest. So let's start off with Dark Magician Ghost Rare. That's going around for as low as $428, and the market price is $636. So the difference between the low and the market price is basically the market price is an average, right? And we always want to depict the market by the market price. You don't want to depict the market as the lowest, because there's a lot of new vendors in the market, and they sometimes create fake prices, and that's not the best thing for the market, obviously, but sadly it is an option on TCG Player. We can all just open an account, which is a good thing, but sometimes it becomes a bad thing. So that's why in this instance we see such a price difference between the market price and the lowest price, which is already a $200 difference, and that's pretty absurd. So right now is a good time to pick this card up. You can find it for anything in the $400 range. I think that's great, since this is a very extremely hard card to pull. Thankfully, I was, in my heyday when this released, I did pull a good amount of these cards, so it probably held 1 or 2, but unfortunately I didn't, and I didn't find one that I found that I would like to grade, that I would think will get a 10. So it's very important to get a Dark Magician that's near mint and ask for those pictures before you make the order, because you don't want to get a card that won't become a 10 if you're looking to grade a card. So Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, we see a nice, that's a good difference from the lowest to the market price, $38 differential. So it's a good pickup right now, $200 for just a Blue Eyes card. I think that's a good investment. Pick up those right now. And then the BLS Ghost, good investment, even as low as $159, you guys. So shout out to those people selling it that low. It's pretty much a steal at that point. So pick those up. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon Ghost Rare, that's $137. That's a meta card. Good price for that. Pick that up. And then Firewall, $49.99. If someone's smart and buys these Firewall Ghost Rares out, you're going to be making a lot of money. So I project that maybe since Cyberts is getting better and Cyberts will be becoming a meta deck, maybe tier 1.5, tier 1, that card can reach the 150 zone. So if you want to 3x your money, then I would say Firewall is a pretty good bet for those investors or those collectors, and of course meta players. And then I think out of all these, the Firewall is probably your best bet. But these Ghost Rares in this set, there's only 5 different ones, and then Ghosts in the Past 2, there's 9. So it's a very big difference. So this set is something we're going to be seeing a big rise on, just because Ghosts in the Past 2 is so vastly different. Evenly Matched is $22.59. That is very cheap. I would pick these up right now. I don't see a future reprint in this card. Unfortunately, I think I don't know why Konami's scared to reprint this card. That's a thing that I can't comprehend. It's already been like maybe 7-8 years. I have no idea how long at this point. So I would see this maybe in the Rainbow Dragon structure deck, or Crystal Beast structure deck, whatever it's called. But that's a good pickup too. We see Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres, $6 low. That's a good price for it. That's the only card that makes dragons playable. Remus as well, $4, makes dragon variants, Dragoonity variants possible. Everything else is pretty low in this case. So as we scroll down, Phantom Knight's Fog Blade, that's a good one. $2.75. I'd pick these up very cheap. And then also I would pick up the E-Tellies for $1.50, folks. So those E-Tellies, that's a good buyout for anyone that has the funds and wants to do a buyout. So yeah, as we go on with the set, let's just click on page 2. Nothing much really here. Maybe Nestradal Genius is a good pickup. But then we see the Sanavalon stuff. That's good pickups. That's all cheap. Please scroll, sir. Yeah, nothing crazy. We just want to go down here and see just a little. Everything's in the 15-cent mark, 29-cent mark. So this set, since it is the first Ghost from the Past You're gonna see a lot of cards here spike up one day, just how you'd seen cards from like dual power and dual overload, stuff like that, spike up. You're just gonna see the same things here. It's just gonna take time. It's gonna take the right meta to create those spikes. So let's go to Ghosts from the Past 2. So Ghosts from the Past 2, as you can see, I have it on high to low as well. We're gonna start with Dark Magician Girl, which I, thankfully sold one for $960, I believe it was $959, I believe. So I'm the first seller on that, and whoever bought that, I appreciate you. Hopefully you keep that order going. But you see some for $900. I think it would hover around that price. I don't think it should lower. To me, it has more value than Dark Magician. It is Dark Magician Girl. It has the weeb side to it, and then it has the collector side to it, being a Dark Magician. So it has best of both worlds. And then we have Dragon Raw Spear Mode, $200. That's pretty cheap. I would get a playset of that. Alubers, get your playsets now. It looks like Branded is becoming essentially tier 1 or tier 0.5, just because I do see the power creep and what it tries to do here. We don't have Max C here, so it can't spit a lot of stuff out for minimal cost. Decode Talker Heat Soul for $28. Pick those up. That is a great price. I wouldn't list that under $25. That card's absurd. It makes a whole deck by itself function. So Borderland Dragon 15. I can see that going to 12 or $11, but nothing lower than that. And then Elemental Hero Neos Kluger, $10. Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, 11. Hauki 5X 14, good pickup. Good to see out of 14 matched. So we have the whole fairy deck in here, and that's a good thing because it's gonna it's showcasing us that every structure that Konami's making is most likely gonna be in a product. So that's good to know in the future sets. As we can scroll down here, Chronicle Magician, $9. We have the new Fossil Machine, Skull Buggy. I think that's the Searcher of the deck, I believe. Sacred Waters in the Sky, $7. I believe that is the Searcher of the fairy deck. Rise of the Mega Monarch, $8. Goodbye. Buy that. Bye. Protector of the Agent's Moon. Buy that. The Executor of the Underworld Pluto, $6. So it looks like the meat of this set is going to be fairy, just because it's a lot of cards that are money, but it's good to buy these cards at these cheap prices, because you don't know what's going to happen with the fairy deck. It could be good, it could be tier 1. We don't have Maxine in the meta, so just because when you don't have Maxine, you make so many decks playable. So I would look into getting the fairy cards. Also, DDD stuff in here. We have Vision Hero Ferris, that's a big one. Let's go to page 2. So just going to page 2. We're not going to go through every page, but we're all going to see the Solomon Great Blaze Dragon, number 60, Dungaris, so a lot of $5 cards here so far, because we don't know where the place is going to be at, and we don't know what prices they're going to fall to or rise to. So this is a good average to get cards now, so you don't get burnt. Nothing too expensive, but for the average consumer, sometimes $5 is a lot, and I do understand that. So can you please leave? No, lower. We have as you see, a good pickup for $5 is the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. It's probably a very good pickup, just because it does have that collector value. So it does have that Dark Magician esque vibe to it. So it does help the Dark Magician decks out. Then we have another good pickup is Generator Boss Stage. So that card's always good in like these rogue strategies. So that's a good pickup. Everything else, and Necro Royal Banshee, probably a good one as well. For $5, pretty cheap. Lower, please. And Dramaturge of Despia. That's a good reprint because people do need that for their Despia deck. So we're going to see a theme in these sets coming out that anything Despia branded is always going to be hard to get because the demand is so high. So let's go to the next tab. So yeah, just coming from those two sets, I think Ghost in the Past 2 is going to be a great buy. Try to get displays right now, packs right now, cases, whatever it may be, because it's going to be probably the best set of the year. Just because it has that collector value, it has the meta value, it has so many good reprints, and you don't want to miss out on a set like this if you get it at a good price. Obviously, not everyone can pay MSRP. Unfortunately, that's just how things are right now, and I do understand that. I do comprehend that. But right now is a great time to get that Ghost in the Past 2. And then here, I'm just going to pull up some Despia and branded cards because that is the theme of the meta right now. I wouldn't say it's tier 0, but I could see it, kind of becoming tier 0 in the sense of it's hard to compete with a deck that has so many one-card combos. It has a lot of one-card combo vibes to it. And then off its 2 to 3 card combos, it's so much advantage that it's pretty absurd. And we don't have Maxi in our meta too, so and Needle Fiber isn't that good here as it is in the OCG. So I don't see what can be better than Brilliant than Brand Fusion, other than Prank Kids. But Prank Kids does suffer of like a lot of other issues as well, even though it is probably technically the best bang for your buck. You know, 1 card combo plus the Braid under. Despia and Brandon can't always play Braid. It does conflict, and it does get a little bit weird. That's why the YCS Bogota, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm pretty sure I am. The deck 1, the guy played like a very high combo build. Of course, it was only 500 people, so it's harder to depict what's the best deck, because that's kind of like some regionals only get to 500. Kudos to him, and I do, you know, congratulate him, but it's harder to see what's the best deck in a 500 person tournament than it is a 1,000+ tournament. So I am interested to see in the next YCS what's going to win. So let's see here. So yeah, Lubers, the secrets are pretty good priced. On the second row here, we see that it's all stuff from the Ghost from the past 2. What I would pick up right now is the Ad Libitum, because every deck needs 1 or 2. So that card's going to go up in price. The Despian Proskenian, I can see hitting at $2 just because it is a Despia card and it's printed once. Despian Tragedy, Common, we don't need that, that's not going to go up. And then the, yeah, everything else is pretty much in Ghost from the past 2 reprinted. So they did make it easy for us. And then go to the next one, please. And then here we have branded cards, right? So branded cards are obviously, they fit in the lore of Despia, so they go hand in hand. Albion Fit Ultra is holding up at 15, that's pretty crazy. And then branded opening at 13. So now is the time to pick this card up, just because it is so dang good. It's so dang good for what it does, for just being a quick play searcher. I can't say how broken this card is, and it does protect in the yard. So I see this card hitting $25 to $30 just because the demand is so absurd. So if it doesn't come out in the Megaton, for sure we're seeing it hit $25-30. Branded in red, I can see it hitting $10 just because, like it said, the demand is so absurd. Branded Fusion, I can see it hitting $6-7. Like I said, demand. Branded in white, I don't see the demand there. I don't see the demand for high spirits. Everything else is not super high demand for these cards. They are printed and easy to get. So, the branded bond, what about that? Let me read it. So yeah, the producer saying that puzzle summon one of your fallen boss that is banished from your hand or graveyard during the end phase of this card is in graveyard because of the scent. To activate the effect of fallen boss's turn, you can set this card. Okay, I mean it's a cute card. I just don't see how it would be meta relevant at the moment. It's decent as an extender, but I don't think it's just the game's so fast right now. I don't think it could do it. I don't. Correct. Yeah, of course. In the mirror matches, this could probably be very good, because you do get to use you could steal their field, which is really powerful in the mirror match. Fallen Valbaz is absurd in the mirror match for sure. Alrighty, next tab. And then here, yeah, this is, I guess, the biggest discussion is Frightfur Patchwork. Another card that demand is absurd. Everyone needs 3. So I wouldn't play less than 3 of this card. This card's broken. Yes, it can get cloggy, but it's super broken. You can play 2. 2 is understandable because you can search it off edge, so that's probably not even bad. I'm greedy and I like to have, more than 1 card. So big pickup here. Get it? I can see the Ultra being like $15 and then the Rare being like 7, 8, maybe 10. So big pickups here. So I can definitely see that being bought out. And then yeah, next one. And then here I'm gonna touch up on Pokemon, of course. I have noticed that the Evolving Skies market is a little bit absurd right now. So I can see, yeah, this set is just it's taken off. To see a modern set be this big is unheard of. Modern sets don't usually the singles don't get this expensive. So definitely this is a once in a generation set. I'm not going to go ahead and say this is base set or Team Rocket or Neo Discovery, Neo Revelation, or all those broken sets, but I can say this is definitely, Jesus, it's like a 10 out of 10 set. So Umbreon VMAX, Rayquaza VMAX, Leafeon VMAX, Glaceon VMAX, Sylveon VMAX, and these are alt arts. Umbreon V, Dragonite V, Rayquaza V, and it just goes on. It's ridiculous. Let's go up actually, see. We're not going to go to the lower cards, but go up. This is just ridiculous at this point. $1,099 a case, and then ETBs are 650 a case. So this is literally absurd. So shout out to the Pokemon company for making a very good set. I wish every set was good. Unfortunately, it's not like that, just because this is what creates the hype. One good set out of every 3 or 4 makes the hype, and it keeps us on our feet. So next set. Brilliant Star. So this is another set that I can put up there with Evolve. I don't know if I can say it's as good as Evolving, but it is becoming as good as Evolving, or maybe even better because it has the Charizard effect. We have Charizard V Ultimate Full Art, which is $107, and that is ridiculous. And I can see that's the card easily being above $200 at the rate things are going, just because the set is so hard to get and it's short printed. I don't think this set is printed in abundance. Even my distributor struggled to get it. So, you know, the best part of all these market watches is I do have a little taste of what's going on, because I do talk to distribution, and I can tell you guys this set is definitely one to watch out for. I feel like it will rise in price, unfortunately. And you know, as we see here, Arceus, God of all Pokemon, can't forget about that. The alternate art is beautiful. We see all the versions for the Arceus V-Star. Yeah, that's just beautiful right there. That card is Venusaur's in it as well. For $170, good pickup. That's all I can say. Good pickup right there. Beautiful artwork. Look at that Venusaur. Look at that Charizard just battling out. I can't say there's a more beautiful card than this right now in the card game industry. It's just beautiful, like, to be honest. Yeah, and then we're gonna go into the last thing of our market, which is Realm of the Gods, the biggest Dragon Ball set since probably Tournament of Power. So that's a good thing. I'm glad to see that Bandai is trying for Dragon Ball, even though I know they're diving into the games. I really think Bandai should really, even though One Piece is, I feel like it's gonna be pretty big, I feel like they should focus all into Realm of the Gods. So Vegeta, the Unbridled Power, is definitely a card you want to watch out for. It's $2,700. How can we not watch out for a card of that price? That is the most absurd price I have seen in my life in a card game. So for a new card, $2,700, 4 listings only, 1 out of 8 to 10 cases. So we're going to be seeing cases of this go up in price, maybe to the $2,000 mark. We're going to see just a regular SSB Vegeta go to maybe like 400, just because the demand is so high. And then you're going to see like Supreme Kai Time, Super Mira, all those cards go up in price just because the set is so hard to get your hands on and it's so expensive. So if you want to get singles right now, now is the time. Go down. See, this is a beautiful card, like SSG Trunks. Look, all the cards in this set are just absurdly designed. Son Goku Ultra Mastery, beautiful artwork. The black Kamehameha, that's absurd, for only $10. So you want to get cards like these just because they're cheap right now, and you just can't miss. I'm pretty sure a lot of these have meta relevance, like I guess Miraculous Transformation does, I believe. And then we have the SSG Trunks, like that's a great pickup for $9.76. So like you guys said, don't sleep on this set. I would pick it up now, pick up boxes, pick up cases, pick up singles. Right now is the time. As time progresses, you won't be able to get this, and it will be a 5-star set. So, and you don't want to pick this up if it does become 2nd edition. I would not want to get a 2nd edition of this. Hopefully Bandai doesn't do that. Alright, you guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like this type of video, please comment down below what you liked about it and what you'd like to see in future videos. Also, please remember to subscribe and help us out. We are close to reaching 250, and we would appreciate you guys. You can hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and make sure to stick around for future videos. We're going to be doing some new content, but please remember, it's your guys' channel as well, so comment down below what you want. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys, and hope to see you in the next video.